Okay, let's start with 5.7. This is for exercise 5.7. So we're looking at percentages. Okay, so once we look at this one here, it says percentage is a fraction with a denominator of 100. Denominator meaning that the bottom is 100. So if I were to write 35%, so the answer will be 35 over 100. This is the fraction form. Okay, this is percentage form. Fraction form, decimal form. All of them are equivalent. So you just need to know how to write them in fraction form first, because we need to be able to see how we can simplify it to the smallest or the simplest fraction. Okay, the first example here says that we need to find 40% of 25. So what is 40% of 25? We just need to write it out in terms of fraction. And then you know of. In mathematics, when you see the word of, most of the time it means multiplication. So using what you know about multiplying fractions, you're going to write 40 multiplied by 25. So if you know how to cut it, then you can do it. If you don't know or you don't want to, you want to be safe, all you need to do is take 25 times 40 divided by 100, and you should be able to get your answer of 10. But if you know how to do it here, like how they did it, let's zoom it in and see. So they just write it out, and then they simplify the fraction first. It means that this one, 40 over 100, is actually 2 over 5. Once they simplify already, then they try to simplify it with the other fraction. So since 25 is also equal to 25 divided by 1, it's the same value. You can write it like that. Then you can actually cut it. Normally I represent this as cutting. So 25 cut both divided by 5. 25 divided by 5 is 5. 5 divided by 5 is 1. So you get 2 over 1 multiplied by 5 over 1, which is equal to 10. Okay. Equivalent forms are when we write the fractions in terms of another format. We can write it in terms of decimal. We can write it in terms of the simplest fraction. We can write it in terms of percentages. All of them are the same. They represent the same thing. It's just that you can write it in different way. They are the same value. That's why we use the word equivalent here. It means that they are the same value, exactly the same. Equals. They're equal to each other. So you can see we use this equal sign here. So 45% is 45 over 100, also 0.45. They are the same thing. Remember when I mentioned about fraction, 45 over 100 is actually equal to 45 divided by 100, which also equals to 0.45. So it's the same thing. Okay. So now we need to convert each of the following percentages to fraction in their simplest form. Change this into 25 over 100. Then after that, if you have a calculator, you can just write in your calculator, just write 25 over 100, then you write the equal sign, then immediately you get our answer as 1 over 4. They will show it to you that you get 1 over 4. Same thing for all of the rest. And if they ask you to convert it into percentages, you just need to multiply it by 100. So here, you multiply by 100, and then you can just cut. Cut it, divided by 20, divided by 20, you get 5 here, you get 1 here. So your answer is 5%. Same thing here, multiply by 100, you can find the answer. And then last one, if it is a weird number, a fraction that is more than 1 over something, you just do the same. As long as you want to convert a fraction into a percentage, you just need to multiply it by 100. Okay?